it focused on the alumni clubs in colleges and also using a real name. But at that time, there was no digital photo, there was no smartphone, so it was basically a Facebook without face. And Renren, we started back in 2005, also very similarly to Chen and to Facebook, from the elite universities in China, and we started from there, and then it grew in beyond the elite universities to the entire college population. And then in 2008, we opened it up to the entire population in China. So that's how it came about.
Right. Or more than 50% actually.
More than 50%.
More than 50% of your users manage their account through mobile device, any sort of mobile device, right?
Yeah.
And to my best knowledge, I think that's slightly higher than the counterparts in the West. Why is that the case, you think? Why is it that in China, this behavior is slightly higher than the counterparts in the West? And for you running Renren, what is your plan and strategy to capitalize the growth of the mobile sector?
Yeah, I don't have exact number of Facebook and other companies, but for us, it's 55% on a daily basis. And our most loyal and sticky users now are increasingly switching to smartphones. Because number one, they typically a senior in college or young white-collar workers don't can afford it because the smartphone is so low cost nowadays in China. You can buy a smartphone for $200 or even $150. So I think is the usage of mobile phone really coincide with the nature of social network, which is communication and sharing. So that's really, for us, we think that the biggest growth driver, as well as the game changer, is mobile. We don't exactly know how we can monetize really well on mobile, but right now we have very small percentage revenue coming from mobile, even with 55% of the traffic coming from mobile. I think that's a problem for us to tackle a challenge. Also, I think for these audiences and for potential advertising customers, that's a big challenge because in
Why is it a challenge?
I think that for example, for China, right, this year alone, there will be 200 million smartphones sold. Just 1 year. And that means the eyes of the users will be switching from TV and into their smartphone screen. That means very large scale shifting of media attention from the user standpoint.
So where do you see the next 5 years for technology evolution and also for Renren? What is your vision for the next 5 years? If we were here 5 years from now, the same stage, talking about what had happened in the last 5 years, what had happened? What would have happened?
Well, 2 years ago, I told our guys that a new CFO came on board, and she came from biotech industry.
Right.
So
biotech,
I told her,
okay.
I told her, our industry move 4 times faster than your industry, right? Because we're internet industry. And recently I told her again, after we have come up with our mobile strategy, after I have decided to spend 50% of my time on mobile-related stuff, anything. Every day I record the number of hours I spend on mobile, right? It has to be 50% or more. Right after that, I told our CFO, said, now we're moving at 12 times faster than traditional industries because things move so much more faster on mobile than on PC. Because you look at how fast the handsets are changing hands and changing the models, how fast the short length of very popular mobile games, the shelf time. I mean, how many times have I remember like everybody else was playing Angry Birds, but nobody's playing nowadays, right? So the time duration for any product from zero to peak is very short on mobile. And that pretty much defines the space of everything on mobile, right? Including everything, including the way you do business, including the way you do financing,
right,
including the way the employees should be, the employer or employee should behave. Everything is faster.